Hope you guys are ready to see some cool books because I got a little haul video for you guys today. Now, this week was my birthday, Monday, November 1st. So thank you, first of all, to everyone who wished me happy birthday. I appreciate that so much. On my birthday, I actually got off work a little early, and my wife, being the wonderful, sweet person she is, she gave me the okay to go check out some books at a certain comic shop that I like to go to every now and then. I try not to go there too often because I always spend too much money. But she said, you know what? You can go to Dave's Comics and Collectibles out there in Fayetteville, Georgia. You guys have heard me talk about it several times here on the channel. You can go pick yourself out something nice. I was like, oh.
How sweet of you.
Got that little devil pop up on my shoulder like, ooh, it's your birthday. You can go buy all kinds of goodies and probably get away with it. Nah, not really, but I did pick up some cool things. I was able to grab one book that I was definitely psyched to find because I spoke about it a couple weeks ago, and, you know, it was something I said I really wanted to get, so I was pumped about getting that. So I'm going to show you guys the books I picked up at Dave's. And then a little book that I got for myself in the mail, kind of like another little birthday present that I probably shouldn't have bought. If you ask my wife, she'll tell you that. So the first thing I picked up was a Fantastic Four, issue 74, nice little 12-center. I have not read this yet, but I do plan to do that. I just thought it was a really cool Silver Surfer and Galactus cover. It also had the Punisher on here. Now if you're saying, oh, where's the Punisher? It's not Frank Castle. This Punisher was before Frank Castle was. I believe his first appearance was FF50. Pretty sure it was FF50. And that green guy you see there, and he's actually a small guy, really small, smaller than the Thing in stature, but man, does he pack a punch. He put a pretty good whooping on the Thing in FF50, but I just thought this was a really neat cover. Loved the art on it. If I'm not mistaken, this might be a Kirby. I may be wrong, though. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, though, then maybe Nick can throw up the cover artist for us and let us know. And if I'm right, then, hey, cool. But I know Kirby was doing a lot of FF covers around this time, but still, regardless, awesome cover. So I'm really looking forward to reading through this and seeing what goes on here. Now, this next one I have not read yet either, but I'm definitely looking forward to doing that. But I've seen this a couple of times, and I could have picked it up, and I didn't. But at Dave's, he had a really, ultra clean copy, so I had to pick this guy up. And it's Fantastic Four, issue 86. Again, you know, until I've read the story, right now it's just a cover by Silver Age, Doctor Doom cover. I mean, the colors on this thing are fantastic. You see the Fantastic Four down there on the bottom, seeming pretty scared, and it looks as though, I don't know, you can count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people there. So I'm interested to see who the fifth member this orange-haired beauty down here is the Fantastic Four in this issue. So looking forward to getting into this one. But like I said, it's just an awesome Doom cover, so that was the first thing that pulled me in on this one. Now, the next one, this is one I have read, and I totally dig it. I had several people tell me when we were on the Babble-on and I was talking about this, that the story was great, fantastic. And I wanted it as a cover buy because as I've been reading the Fantastic Four, I've really grown to just absolutely adore Ben Grimm, the Thing. I mean, I love this character so much. And when I saw this cover, I was like, I gotta have it. But then I read the story, and it is such a great story. So we have Marvel 2-in-1 Annual, issue number 7. And I don't know if newsstands at this time period in 1982, if they were like the more prevalent thing, or if it was, you know, gotten to the point where newsstands were more rare than a direct edition, or if there was even direct editions at this time. This may have still been at the time where we only had newsstands. I just know people get excited over newsstands, but I could care less if it was a newsstand or not. It was just a super clean copy, though. I mean, really, really good shape. But I love this cover, man, and you see here, and they shall call him Champion. Now, Champion the champion. I believe first appearance in this book is this alien from another world, and he basically goes around searching for heroes or people on planets that he can deem worthy enough to step into a boxing ring with him and go toe to toe with him. And he's basically, it's kind of like the plot of Rocky 1, where Apollo Creed is giving some low life nobody a chance at the title. Well, he picked several of our heroes of planet Earth. We got Sasquatch in there. We got Hulk in there. Wonder Man, Thor. Who else do we have? I am totally blanking on Colossus.
Bruh.
Colossus was in there, and they all got to basically, they were given their own alien trainer to train them in different manners to get them ready for this fight, and then the fight was actually set up at Madison Square Garden in New York City, and there was a big force field put around the ring, and the Avengers and the X-Men were all trying to like penetrate this force field because they don't understand why everybody disappeared, and now we see this fight's happening. So once we get started with the fights, one-on-one, these guys are going to fight the champion. Well, right off the bat, Submariner and I forget who else, but Submariner and someone else are completely just taken out of the whole thing before the fight even happens because they refused to train, and he was just like, you know what, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to deal with you guys. So they don't even get an option. Now, if they lose, if they don't go go at least 3 rounds, which no one has ever done, no one's ever made it past the first round, I think he says. But if they lose, then he's just going to destroy the planet. And in this book, the book says, okay, the champion has power beyond even that of Galactus. So this guy's pretty tough, and he's just going to destroy the planet. Like, if there's no one there, if the planet's heroes are not worthy of competition with the champion, then he's just going to destroy the planet. So there's a lot riding on this, and Submariner and I forget the other guy, they just kind of, screw it, whatever. I don't care. So that was kind of crappy of them. Sasquatch, he almost seemed okay, but he didn't want to play by the rules, so he got taken out. Colossus, he got beat up pretty bad. I mean, it didn't take long. Thor, he got disqualified for using Mjolnir. Hulk, he got disqualified because, well, he was just being the Hulk. So it was all left to my man Ben Grimm. So Ben Grimm and the champion are going at it. And again, it's kind of like Rocky, where you see Ben Grimm just keep getting blasted to the ground, just beaten to a pulp. And how a man made of rock has the ability to have his eye almost swollen shut, and there's like red there. Like, it was kind of silly, but the story was so good. And what it comes down to is Ben Grimm, he ends up losing in the end, but he makes it all 3 rounds, and he can't make it. The ref calls the fight, basically says, there's no way he'll make it another round, and the champion is, about to decide whether or not Earth is worthy of continuing being. And the thing is, Ben's like crawling across the ring like, no way, man, I'm not through with you yet. We haven't even started the fight. And the champion basically, he helps him up and calls him a friend, and basically he's like, hey, you know what? I respect your spirit because you're right. Like, I could crush every bone in your body, but I would never beat your spirit. And, basically says, Earth's good to go, and you'll never see me again because I have to travel the cosmos and continue doing this for the rest of time. So really, really, really cool story. I enjoyed reading it so much. Everybody that told me it was great was completely right. It was fantastic. So, but yeah, I think I might even get this one graded. I'm not sure. But it's good enough that I would like to have it on my wall, hanging up, because I really, really loved it. The artwork inside was fantastic. Fantastic. All of the different panels where you saw the fighting happen, and the way that the way that the characters were drawn and the anatomy when they're flying through the air and all. I mean, it was just great. I mean, it was perfect. I just really enjoyed everything about this book. Now, this next one, I'm not sure if you would consider it to be another one of them big books that I said I'm not going to buy any more of this year, but I did buy a graded book, an older book, and it is a key, but the bad thing is I set a new FMV for this grade on this book, and I was on the purchasing end of that record setting sale, which you never want to be on. But sometimes when there just isn't that many of them out there, especially in a lower grade that's affordable, you just got to decide, do you want it? And if you want it, you got to go get it. And whoever those 13 other people that just kept bidding it up, thinking that you were going to beat me, number one, thanks a lot, because I kind of felt like I was being challenged there, so I just had to keep bidding. And number two, I beat you all. All of you guys lost. I got the book. What book is it? Fantastic Four, issue number 25. Couple of really cool things about this book. One is this is the first solo battle between Ben Grimm, the Thing, and the Incredible Hulk. They did have an encounter in Fantastic Four issue number 12 prior to this one. However, it was more of a squabble. You know, it wasn't like a big, huge, like, throwdown for, you know, the entire book, and it wasn't one-on-one. In this issue, Reed Richards has made a formula that he thinks can give Ben Grimm the ability to transfer back to being a human, and Ben doesn't want to do it, so I think Reed takes it, and then Reed gets really sick, or he gets some kind of, like, disease or something, a virus, go figure. So, like, Reed is completely out of it, and the Hulk is extremely upset because he is replaced with Captain America, whose second Silver Age appearance is in this book right here. First Silver Age appearance is in Avengers issue number 4, but his second Silver Age appearance is right here in this issue because he has replaced the Hulk on the Avengers, which has made the Hulk very angry, and now he's going to New York to try and find the Avengers so he can smash them. So Reed Richards is sick, and Johnny Blaze, oh my gosh, Johnny Storm is headed to go get the doctor for Reed, and he sees Hulk smashing up the city, so he tries to fight him. Well, the Hulk just squashes Johnny immediately, on sight, squashed him. And basically it comes down to, you know, the Invisible Girl, she gets taken out like that, and now it's just down to the Thing and the Hulk. And the entire book, they are just going at it. I mean, over and over and over. Now, I've actually seen a couple of reviews on this book from other channels on YouTube, and I think almost every single one of them said the same thing, that the Thing wins this fight. Now, I will say I purchased this book before I read it, which I said I wasn't going to do, and I got... You know, I got what I deserved because I didn't follow through. I didn't read the book before I purchased it. I'm still very excited to have it. But the Thing does not win this fight. So whoever has said that the Thing won the fight in this issue, you're wrong. Because, number one, the fight isn't even over in this issue. It continues on into issue 26. And from the looks of it, the Avengers get involved. So the one-on-one battle between the Hulk and the Thing ends up basically being a draw. But all in all, the Thing lost. You know, I believe in the last panel of the book or somewhere around there, he even basically says, like, you know, that he was defeated. He got some really good licks in. He won a couple rounds in the fight. But it is Hulk. It is Hulk. So, you know, that'd be a piece of advice. Don't just buy a book based on what it says up here, what the app, you know, says, what other YouTuber says. Go read the book. Verify the information that you have seen written in other places, because it might be wrong, or it might not be exactly what you were told or what you expected, and that may change your mind on purchasing the book or not. Now, I'm still really happy to have this. It is an awesome, awesome cover featuring the Thing and the Incredible Hulk. Fantastic Four issue 25. That's pretty killer to me. I mean, that is pretty killer to have one of the first 25 issues of Fantastic Four. This is probably the lowest that I'm gonna be able to purchase, but it's super awesome. And the coolest thing about this is it's never been pressed or cleaned, and I can tell you right now, holy crap, at the amount of pressable defects on here. I mean, it's not going to be something I'll probably be able to get on camera here, but when the light hits it right, I am telling you right now, the pressable defects are real on this book, and the back is just dirty. It could be cleaned up so well. So I'm definitely going to pop this out, press and clean it, and hope for a grade bump, because, I mean, I think this probably looks better than my Marvel Spotlight number 5 does, to be 100% honest with you. So we're going to pop this out. We're going to get it pressed and clean, do a little CPR on it, and resubmit it and see if it'll get a higher grade. And then maybe that huge, well, I wouldn't say huge, but that new FMV price I set for this grade won't matter as much, because it'll be a new grade after I get it pressed and clean, hopefully. So, but all in all, I had a really awesome week. Some great books that I was able to add to the collection. Again, books that have purpose, they're meaningful. I've read the stories or have full intentions on reading the stories. Bought them based on stuff I am reading right now, and that's really where I want to be right now with my collecting. So, and the cool thing is, I actually sat down and read this entire comic out loud with my son. We read it digitally because when I showed him the book, he had to know what happens. So that was a super cool experience to be able to read this with my kid, and we both got to enjoy it for the first time together. So that was the coolest part about this for sure. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave me a comment. Let me know which one of these books was your favorite one that I picked up. Have you read these stories? Did you enjoy them like I did? Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content. You guys are the best part of Two Brothers Comics. If anybody hasn't told you today, I just wanted you to know that. And as always, collect your way.